Today's adventure takes us a little bit south of Pueblo. We're about hour and a half, hour 45 south. Just past a town called La Veta.
Living la vida loca.
Nailed it. I was looking around. We're just getting out for one night this weekend. So today is Saturday. We got a good start on the day. It's a little bit before noon now.
No, it is 12:50.
It is 12:50 now. Lost track of time a little bit. We left before noon. How about that? So I was doing some research and I found this old mining town just past, I guess it's on the Veta Pass, and it's called Uptop. Uptop. And yeah, it's an old mining town. So it started back in the late 1800s. And we're going to go check it out, see some of the old buildings that are still left there, and kind of poke around and see what we see. And then, hopefully, there's someplace to camp. I'm sure we can find someplace nearby. Let's ride. Well, this is pretty interesting. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like this. Looks like it has a foundation to something. You got these stairs going up to nothing. What's this? Old tobacco tin of some kind. This is interesting. I really don't have any guesses. I think it goes down even further over there. Interesting. Huh. I'm not thinking it's terribly old based on the stone pattern that they've got over there. Although I guess that's not even stone, that was just stamped into concrete. Huh. Cows think it's interesting. Looks like the cows have taken an interest in me, and they're coming in pretty quick. So I think I might get moving on. After I check out this little hole here. Huh? I don't know. Moo! I'm not very good. I need to practice on my mooing. Alright, well, super weird. Wasn't expecting to find this. Top to an old bottle, probably 50s, 40s. Alright, on we go. Good morning. I'm sure you're all wondering why I've gathered you here today. Alright, let me know what your guesses are. I really don't know what this place would have been. Pretty cool though. So, we are now on Old Veta Pass, which sort of parallels the new highway a bit. And this used to be the way that you would get over the mountain range until they put in the new one. So, off of this road is Uptop, the old mining town that I guess it's like a ghost town at this point, that we're going to go check out. And again, you got a lot of that fire still that ripped through all, this whole side of the mountain range. It cleared out thousands of acres. It's pretty devastating. So we've made it to Uptop, and absolutely, if you blink, you will have missed it. I think I see like 5 buildings, maybe, still left. This looks like, I don't know, it's got a little, what looks like a bell tower up on top of it, making you think it might be like a church of some kind, but it is tiny, like the size of a 1-car garage. So we're gonna pop out and poke around for a little bit. We've seen a few no trespassing signs, so we're gonna try and stay clear of that. But let's go check it out. This has a sign, looks like it says it's the old depot building. Established in 1877. Like I said, we're standing in the middle of it here, and there's got a house here looks like people are still living in. And not much more. Not much more than that. In a town this small, you don't really need a big one. I'd like to see if we could figure out where the actual mines were. I tried doing some research earlier. I didn't come up with any luck. They're probably blocked off, but it'd be neat to be able to check out where they were actually mining. So we're gonna poke around, we're gonna drive up the road a little bit, see if there's any more buildings, but this might be all she wrote. Definitely was expecting a little bit more going on here based on what I was reading, but it's the way it goes sometimes. So, we have been all over Hell's Half Acre today.
Can you see my watch? No, you can't.
Can't. It's just after 4 o'clock, and we are on like a completely different mountain ridge right now, trying to find a place to camp. There were no campsites up near Uptop. No campsites on any of the trails that we've been on since. So I think we finally have worked our way around to an area that Mary had picked out for us to camp last weekend, and we decided not to go there because there's a fire going on. But now we're there. Can't worry about that. Fire's not really roaring too bad anymore, I don't think so. Hoping within the next...
No, it's just on a different ridge.
It's just on a different ridge. See, so same thing. Can't worry about that. So we're hoping within the next maybe 15 minutes, this trailhead's gonna tee into another trailhead that says there is, quote, an abundance of campsites. And I like the sound of that. So after a long drive, a very long drive, I think we drove probably 5+ hours.
Looking at a map when we get home.
5+ hours today. And we made just a huge loop. So we're only maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours from home right now. But it was cool. We got to see a lot of cool things, and we finally found ourselves a campsite, and that was a bit of a struggle. Mary is tackling the fire. Gonna let her see if she can get it all done by herself this time. It's typically myself getting the fire going, so we will see how it pans out. What's the technique here, Mare?
Just get some flame in there.
Just get some flame in there. Okay.
Well, you want to get it more towards the base.
I see a little bit of flame.
That's my second match.
Well, no, I don't. Oh, nope, it's still there. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be nice to get a little bit of smoke up in the air, actually. We've got a lot of mosquitoes where we're at tonight, and not a whole lot of bug spray. Also, update. I can't remember if I said it before or not, but at our house, I am lucky enough to have gotten birds to lay their put a nest inside the frame of the 4Runner, and birds hatched. So I discovered it at our house. Unfortunately, where they are at, there's tiny little holes. Here, I'll show you where they're at. There's not really anywhere to get to them. So, on the back right side here, the actual nest was right back in here, and it's a dead end here, pretty much in the frame, so I can't access it from here. So there's a little hole there, a little hole there, and then if we look up under here, the end of the frame is right here, and I've been able to actually get 2 of them to pop out the back here. You can hear the last one in there. There's one left. But he does not want to make his way out. Unfortunately, my guess is they're probably not going to make it. I, honest to God, can't believe that they're still alive after the trails that we've been on today, because we were booking it down some pretty rough roads. We made it here, and they were still chirping. So the 2 that I got out, I took way over, I don't know, about 100 yards away, so Atlas wouldn't start messing with them. But probably not going to make it, because they definitely are still dependent upon Mama to give them some food. So, all right, Mary's got the fire started. Not too shabby so far, but the key is to keep it going. Yeah. Tonight's beverage of choice is, didn't want anything too heavy. Picked up these Lagerados. Maybe. Focus. Well, you get the idea. It says Lagerado, like Colorado, but it's a lager. Anyway. Not too shabby, from Odell Brewing. We frequent them. They're pretty solid. It's got a pretty cool train on there. The site tonight isn't anything to write home about scenic wise, but decent little spot. We're secluded, so that's nice. Worst part about it is the skeeters.
Alright, I'm gonna need some help real quick.
Alright, marinate
I'm
itself.
currently straddling the fire.
Oh boy.
And it's getting warm.
Watch your foot there. Getting a little warm in the crotch. I think Mary and I are just exactly to my point. I think Mary and I are a bit exhausted after driving around all day today. So we finally got a fire started. Got quite a bit of wood stacked up here. We kind of just want to sit and relax, but unfortunately we need to get some dinner cooked up.
I'm sorry, we need to get some dinner cooked up?
Mary's gonna get some dinner cooked up. And I love her, and she knows that, and I appreciate her. Whoop.
Just cute when you say we.
And, in case you couldn't tell, we've got the awning out. Started to sprinkle on us a bit, and we didn't want to get caught in the middle of a downpour, so we went ahead and put the awning out, and it's dried up so far, so hopefully it stays that way, but we're going to keep the awning out just in case. What is on the menu this evening?
A Asian type meal. So we've got rice noodles, and then I have a sriracha coconut milk peanut butter sauce.
Interesting, okay. Sounds pretty good.
With lime.
With lime. So the rain really started coming in last night around 8:30 or so. Bear and I ended up staying out by the fire. Watched as it slowly dwindled away. The rain was just a bit too much for it. About 9:30 or so, we ended up heading up to the tent once there was finally a little bit of a lull in the rain. Woke up to a rather cool, windy, and wet morning. They can't all be perfect mornings when you wake up out camping, but it's kind of nice in its own way. Sometimes it's nice having the clouds over, wind blowing by. It's chilly, but it's beautiful in a different way. So that's kind of nice. Hey, buddy. So Mary and I are driving back down the mountain, and I had to slam on the brakes because I saw what looks like a cave off the side of the road. Check it out. Gotta go check that out. Let's see. Hope there's not a bear in there. Hello, bear. Definitely not the first person to have popped in here. Ugh. Wow. Huh. Interesting. Look at all these rusty cans. That's what this whole thing is filled with, just filled with rusty cans. And mosquitoes. No shortage of mosquitoes. Wow. That's interesting. I'm wondering if it actually was a bit deeper and they filled it in. Beats me. Ugh. Ow. Not as cool as I was hoping, but pretty cool. Man, this little drive is just full of surprises. We're maybe, I don't know, a mile and a half past that little cave that I saw. And luckily, Mary's eagle eye spotted off over in the woods over here. There's an old log cabin. So there's also a sign here. I was gonna see if it has anything to do with it, but it looks like it's just talking about beavers. So let's go see if we can check out this cabin. It is on the other side of a creek, so hopefully there's a way to get across. Alright, not too bad. We've been shooting at it. Whatever that was. Wow. Oh, here's the old well. Man. A stone line too. I bet that's got some pretty good age to it. Man, look at this thing. Seen better days. Wow. Pretty neat. Not quite sure on the age. I'd guess probably early 1900s. Seeing a bunch of nails in here, but they're not square nails, so probably not terribly old. A 22 Magnum shell. Huh. There's a paper in this baggie. I wonder if you're supposed to sign it if you find it. Yeah. Looks like it. Huh. That's pretty fun. Put it back for the next person to find. I did see there's a little trail walking over into the distance over here. I think I see another structure, so I have to go check that out. All right, try not to waste too much time. Mary and Atlas are waiting in the car, but just up here, I see another structure. Wow, not much left of it. Maybe it would have been an outbuilding for that little house. Looks a little too small to be a house by itself. Pretty cool glimpse into something from probably 100 years ago. There's all kinds of rusty metal sheets all over the place. Would have been a pretty neat little spot. Beautiful little creek rolling by. Pretty cool. All right, back on the road we go. Well, this is where we're gonna leave you guys on this one. Don't worry, you hit that little subscribe button down there and you'll get to see more videos like this. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the video. I'll catch you on the next one.